Greetings, space explorers. It's Miss Jackie here with the Waco McLennan County Public Library, and we're back with another cool program for you. Now, last week we talked about the moon and the phases of the moon, which is one of the best things that we can see with our eyes when we look up at the night sky, along with stars and maybe occasionally even planets if our eyes can see them and if they're close enough to us. But something else that we can also see light up the night sky is the northern and southern lights. Now, here where we live in North America, we usually probably call them the northern lights or aurora borealis. Now, if we lived much south of here, they have the same thing, and it's called Aurora Australis, which are the southern lights. So those are more at the South Pole. But just for us, if we happen to go up to Canada or Alaska, or from what I hear, sometimes even like Minnesota, places far north of where we are in Texas, we would see something called the Northern Lights. Now, what do they look like? They look like this, which is super, super cool. It's like a whole beautiful light show that's put on that we can see. Now, this is cause for a couple of different reasons, and all the different colors also mean something too. So let's talk about that real fast. Now, the sun sends us more than just heat and light. It sends a lot of other smaller particles and energy towards the earth. And we actually stay safe because we have a field that surrounds the earth. It's like a magnetic field, and that helps protect us from most of these things that the sun sends to us. So we don't usually really even notice them. We just see, like I said, the light that the sun sends. Now, when the sun sends out all those little extra particles, they happen to interact and swirl around with all of the gas that's in our atmosphere, and especially at the magnetic poles, the North Pole and the South Pole of Earth. And that helps create these auroras that we can see at night in those areas. Now, auroras are beautiful light shows in the sky, and they're caused by that energy that comes from the sun. All the different colors that you could see actually have something to do with the little particles that they come from. So as the atoms get really, really excited and they burst and burst with the energy, kind of like how neon light works, that's what you see when you can see these auroras. Now, the different colors of an aurora caused by the different particles, and the green and the red colors, like which you can kind of see here with this green and some of this red, now that's caused by oxygen. Now the blue color that you can see here is caused by nitrogen in the atmosphere. So it just kind of depends on how those particles are interacting. Now that we kind of talked about auroras, we can make our very own aurora ourselves with things that we may have around the house. So let me show you how you can make your own aurora, which would look something kind of just like this. So that's what it looks like in the sky. So what I have prepared for us today is this right here. So I took black paper, which made it look like the night sky. So if you happen to have any black paper at home or construction paper, anything like that would work. Then what I'll do is kind of cut out some wavy lines and bits like this, because as you can see, auroras are not straight lines. So I have something right here. So we can take our crayon or pastel or anything that we know could be smudgy. So let's pick a color here. I know we were just talking about some pink and some blue. Let's see what that blue might look like if we use that. So now that we have the edge of this, what we're going to do is we're just going to take on the piece that we're using some smudges just like this. So we're going to smudge all along here. And get that nice and smudgy. nice and smudgy, just like this. Okay, now we'll take a paper towel or a napkin or a tissue, and we're gonna smoosh this out like that. While that may look a little dark, let's see if we can add another color. So maybe this red, like what we have in this picture here. So we're gonna get our red piece, and we're gonna take this and kind of move it maybe in another direction like this, and just along this edge here, make that nice and smudgy, like that. Then we just take it and we push and push, 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 just like this. Okay, now we can kind of see how that's going. And lastly, we'll try a little green section over here so we get a lot of these different colors. Okay. There we go. So we can see on our example here how we can make our very own aurora. So hold that up in the light. And you can use all different kinds of colors and things. And we have books just like this at the library that you can check out to learn more about these auroras that are beautiful in the sky. So just a couple of other things, some fun facts about auroras. Earth is not the only planet in our solar system that has auroras. In fact, Jupiter and Saturn both have auroras too. And that concludes our program today. So I hope you learned a little bit about something that you can see out there in the night sky that happens to be really, really one of the most beautiful things that we can capture. So if you don't see this here in Texas, which, truth be told, probably won't, if you happen to go on vacation up north or way, way down south, or grab a book or even check out videos just like this one on YouTube, there are lots of things posted out there. So happy, happy viewing in the night sky. And as always, guys, look up and see what you can see at night. Take care, and we'll see you next time.